Welcome for a new episode Live from the Heart podcast. I'm Anne-Claire, your hostess. I'm excited to welcome you today to answer some of the greatest questions that I've received on Instagram. So I like to answer questions because it's easy for me to create a podcast out of questions. So thank you so much for participating. And today I'll be answering a few of them. I'd like to start with how would I start today from zero? Knowing what I know about entrepreneurship and having had the journey that I've had. So first and foremost, I would like to share that I wouldn't change a thing because otherwise I wouldn't be where I am at today, and I wouldn't be the person who grew those skills that she really needed in order to grow them to really succeed. So I'm going to explain a little bit more. I didn't choose to be an entrepreneur. I got fired. And then because I got fired and I didn't find another job, and actually I was studying naturopathy, I choose to just dive deeper into naturopathy. So my first advice would be go towards what you're most passionate about. Because I didn't think for me it could become a job, but actually it did. And it was really successful. So first thing, follow my passion. That's what happened to me. And then I had to grow skills. So, for example, I didn't know how to make myself visible, and I was very much scared about it. So, I had to learn how to put myself out there. A lot of things I thought should have been natural. Like, for example, I used to think, oh, but if I should be online, showing up every day and showing my face and talking in videos and everything like that, it should be natural to me. But actually, that's not true. Because if you're not born surrounded by people who are showing up in that way, it's completely unnatural to you if you're more of an introvert. So I had to learn that these are skills that you can grow. So I took classes in order to be able to speak in public, to give conferences, to talk about my books and everything. So I wish I knew earlier that there are a lot of skills that you can grow and that don't have to be natural to you, that you can just learn from people who know better. So that's one thing. Then I would have surrounded myself quicker with other entrepreneurs and with people who actually have achieved what I want to achieve. Because I felt lonely for many years. And I thought, oh, how unlucky I am to be alone and not to have people surrounding me and cheering me up and every single day. It's because I was not surrounded by the right people at that time, the right ones to support me in my entrepreneurship journey. So this is something which is that I would have changed maybe earlier if I would have known better, but I didn't. So everything is okay. Everything had to happen that way in order for me to find out every step of the way that things were possible. Then what else did I wish I knew? Well, I would have saved more time if I would have had coaches at the beginning. But I didn't know about coaching. I only know about natural medicine and healing modalities and things like that. But I didn't know coaching specifically, which means understand the way you think and then change the way you think in order to have beliefs, thoughts every single day that serve you towards to move forward towards your greatest vision for your life. So these skills I didn't have. So I took a coach, and my first coach showed me that I was thinking small. And at first I thought that it's because it's who I am. This is who I am. I think this way because this is where I'm born, this is where I'm from, this is what I'm supposed to be. And then it helped me understand that I get to choose in this lifetime. And this is one of the most valuable things that we have in life. It's free will. And I really believe that we came here on earth to have experiences, and mostly loving experiences, and transcend our challenges and grow skills, but specifically make choices. And this free will I choose to use to the most now. So whatever I can choose, I will choose. So this is something else that I would do maybe earlier if I would start from zero today, which is seeking help in a coaching field. Then what else? Make peace with money. Yes, I would do that earlier. Because just like I thought it should be natural, it's a little bit like there is a parallel to do with relationships. Quite often we think, oh, if this relationship was meant to be, then it should be easy. But it doesn't have to be. Sometimes we need to heal. Sometimes we need to grow communication skills. Sometimes we need to understand that there is something inside of us that is blocking the love. And it's the same with money. So I had to understand that I had to recreate a relationship with money if I didn't have one, or if it was dysfunctional. And then I had to understand how to communicate with money, how to show up for money, how to love money and let money love me. And all the things, God, it was challenging. And I think it still kind of is challenging, but it's another level now, another dimension that I've achieved, because I've created a million from the heart, which I tell about in my book, Millionaire from the Heart. And I've achieved great success. And today I make a lot of money every month. And it feels, I wouldn't say effortless, but it feels easy and graceful because I feel that life is supporting me. But it's because I supported myself and I understood how to recreate this relationship with abundance. And this is, again, learnable skills. This is just amazing. I didn't know I could, but apparently I could. So that's what I did. And actually, I share everything to help you in my book, Millionaire from the Heart. But I also share in an online program that I have, which is called Make Money from the Heart. And it's different content from the book Millionaire from the Heart, which I wrote after. And in the program, I really take you step by step through 8 modules so that you can understand how to heal your relationship with money, how to be conscious in that way, to through all the exercises. And the modules are in a very smart way, taking you step by step so that you can do the work because you're in charge. And with your free will, you can make the choice to think differently, to act differently, and then just to carry yourself differently in the world, to manifest different realities. So it's just amazing. Make Money from the Heart is coming back in a few months, so in a few weeks actually. I don't know when this podcast will be out exactly, but stay tuned because it's going to be out very soon. This is also a big one. Okay, next question. I'd like to keep this episode short. I tend to make them a bit longer than I expect every time. So, how to deal with feeling guilty about making more money than your close ones? Okay, there is a book I read last year which I really loved because it really expressed the way I feel about money. It's called It's Not Your Money. And I believe that we are great caretakers of abundance. And the greater caretakers we are, the greatest level of abundance is sent our way. And for me, I make more money than all my close ones. I think I'm the most abundant person among my close circle. And I think it's a blessing. And I'm very generous with the people that I love. And I consider that when money comes my way, it comes my way for me. It comes from my way for my close one. It comes my way in order to impact the people that I love around me, in order to create more beautiful things. And it comes my way also to impact my community. So I take it as being a caretaker. I think it has to be in, for me, if I call in the how I feel about it, there is something about being a queen and having a queendom and taking care of everybody in the kingdom, in the queendom. And it feels very much like that to me. And if people around me are triggered or jealous about my situation, I want to say that this is not my business. It's their business because it's their own relationship with money that is being triggered. But in no way it's triggering me. And this is very interesting because I'm totally okay with being the most abundant person. And this is yeah, if this is triggering you and if you feel guilty, it means there is something in your relationship with money that is not healed. So where does that come from? Is that yours? Does it belong from something to someone that you've seen, or the way your parents were relating to money? What is there for you? And also, Do you believe that because you have money, then the others have less? Something like that. Is it possible that it's related to that thought? Because when you live in an abundant mindset, then there is always more. The more money I make, the more I inspire the people around me to also create their abundance. I'm not taking from someone to give to someone else. It's just there is always more where it comes from, because there is always more value to be created. So there are a lot of things to rewire, and actually invite you to dive deeper. And you may want to read my book or join my program, because there are a lot of valuable exercises there. Then, someone sent me this message. It's related to my upcoming retreat. I have a retreat in Bali in May, 7 to 10, for a very intimate group, very small group in my house in Ubud. And we're going to work to elevate the level of prosperity to the people who are coming. And this is really about identity shifts. So this person asked me this question: can you really change your relationship with money in a few days? And when I read that question, I smiled, because I thought, oh, this is someone who is doubting their ability to change. And for example, for me, I feel that I'm highly coachable. I know that when I meet a coach and he asks me the right questions and he put me in the right environment so that I can question myself while feeling safe doing it and feeling inspired, I can click like this. I can have a 1-day VIP coaching. I can have a 2 hours coaching session. I can have a simple conversation with my coach on Telegram, chatting with her or sending her voice notes, and have great enlightenment on what's blocking me, and then choose differently. And yeah, I believe that you can change your relationship with money in a few days. I believe it can change in a few minutes. And especially when it comes to retreat, when you just put yourself out of your habitual environment and you just are in a completely fresh, new space, when you make the space also without working, without being surrounded by the same people, when you're surrounded by new people who are also rewiring your relationship to whatever theme you choose to work on those specific events that you're going to choose. But here it's specifically money. If you're surrounded by people who also are changing their relationship with money, and if you are accompanied by someone who has achieved great level of success, obviously you're going to allow yourself more changes than if you're at home and if you keep doing the same thing and thinking the same things and making the same choices. Let me tell you, I've experienced it. It changes a lot. So yeah, can you change your relationship with money in a few days? You can totally do it. And if you want to do it, and if you don't know if the retreat is for you, please reach out to us. You can send us an email. You can write me in private message on social media, and we'll answer you, and we'll see if it's for you. I don't know when will be the next one. I want to do this one and see if there will be a next one in the future. Then I'm going to take one last question and keep the others for other episodes. Is it possible to make a lot of money in all domains? So this person is specifically asking, is there more abundant fields where you can actually make more money? For example, when you help, people tend to think that when you help people to make money, it's actually a good way to make money, which I agree with in a certain way. But I disagree also, because I believe today you can make money with so many things and so many different things. I've seen people baking cakes becoming millionaires. I've seen people, I've been following this woman on Instagram, which I really like. They're a really cute couple and they have a lot of followers. And she's just sharing about how she enjoys being a little bit overweight, and she's actually very beautiful. And she just shares beautiful, inspiring things, and she makes money this way because she's an influencer and everything. So we're really at an era where you can actually make money with anything. You can make money helping children how to learn faster and better. You can make money in so many different ways, it's really another question. The question is, do you believe in yourself, and do you believe enough in what you have to offer to the world. And I would connect that to the first question, like, how would I start today from zero? I would maybe tell myself this beautiful. I would pass on to myself this this certitude, this certainty that yes, if you do what you're really meant to do here, meaning helping with your experiences, with your knowledge, with just your willingness to support and to help the world, to serve with all your gifts, then yes, there are many ways to make money. If you unlock your blockages, inner blockages of being visible, your relationship with money, etc., etc. If you believe that everything is accessible to you, then it will be. So I think that the people who actually make money in various fields, whether they're fitness instructors, whether they're raw chefs, whether they do whatever the fuck they like, it's because they believe in themselves and they are consistent and their passion is communicative. It's like a magnet. They attract people because they're passionate about something, and then they make themselves visible. And then the people who are looking for their medicine, who are looking for what they have to offer, they find them and they're willing to pay money for that because it's helpful, because it helps them save time, it helps them become who they really want to be. And yeah, it's just a beautiful cycle of positive ways to serve the world. So is it possible to make a lot of money in all domains? It is, if you heal your relationship with money and if you persevere. Yeah, so that would be my answer. Voila. I'm going to keep it short for this one, and I'll answer more questions another time. Thank you for sending them my way. I'll offer more Q&As on Instagram, and also you can just send me questions. We have a Google form somewhere. You can ask my team where the form is. You can also send questions in audio, and then I'll respond here in the podcast. That would be really cool. I wish you the best, and I tell you that I'll be back for another episode very soon. If you've enjoyed this one, please share it to your community, friends, and family, and give it a 5-star on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. See you soon. Bye bye.